You gotta just stay down till you come up, man. And especially with all this social media and all these people just flexing and showing you like what they've accomplished, because that's all people be posting, really, they post the highlights. So in this time, you gotta stay down till you come up, because you will see people buy the things you want. You will see people live the life you think you want. You might not even really want it, but you just know that right now where you are at, you don't like it and you want to change it. So you see people living a good life to them. It may not be to you, but in this moment you can't really see that. But you gotta stay down, because if you try to keep up with all of them and spend your money, your time, energy trying to live that life that they're living, you will not only go broke, you will probably be sad, and you will probably lose your way. So just stay down until you come up. And I'm gonna keep saying that, man, because it's so easy to look online, social media, and see people doing good, or what you may think that they are doing good. They may not really be doing good, but you don't know that. But you don't think about that. All you see is that they got the money, they got the cars, they got whatever it is. And especially if you come from not having much, and if you're on social media a lot and YouTube and stuff like that, you will see people living certain type of lives, and you may think you want that. And part of it you do, you know what I mean? Because part of it you're like, yeah, you know what? I do want to buy a little nice car. I do want to be able to afford the things I just want to buy. I want to take care of my family, buy a nice house. And of course, all that is valid, man. But don't go broke trying to keep up with all that. And I'm telling myself this also, because lately I've been on the grind and I don't have as much disposable income as I would like. So I can't really invest in some hobbies or just things that I enjoy, you know what I mean, that aren't necessarily important to day-to-day life. Of course you find some enjoyment out of it, and that's always good, but when you got these goals, ambitions, you gotta make those sacrifices and not indulge in some of those things. But it's hard when I'm on YouTube, I see people with the similar hobbies and stuff, and they be buying some cool little things, or they be something new releases, or like this or that, and then that gives you that feeling like, damn, they got that, let me get that too. Damn, they got that, let me get that too. Or even if you have friends, coworkers, whatever it may be, and they also share similar interests, and then they be buying certain things, or this or that, it's gonna make you want to be buying those things, and you know what I'm saying, and investing in those things, when if you take a step back, your goal is much bigger than that. But you give into it because you see other people enjoying that, doing that. So it makes you feel left out. It makes you feel like nah, because this is one thing for me, it's like, dang, I want to have like a better collection in a way, a cooler collection. And I feel like that's a bad way to think about it. So that is something that I have been trying to work on in general, because it's something I've always dealt with. So I don't want to come off as I don't even know what's that word, like, oh yeah, like jealous, envious, or certain things like that, you know what I mean? Because if someone gets something cool, man, like, congrats to them, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. But that collector in me, or that child in me, is like, nah, I want a better collection. Or like, oh, I want to have something with that, like, oh, that's really cool, you know what I'm saying? And that's very dangerous too, because it can get you stuck in the same position, broke, because you're trying to show people that you may be better, or trying to make people jealous or envious that you got something that they may not have right now. And that's a very dangerous game, and you really got to be careful with that, because if you just compare your life, especially if you're not in the point where you feel your best or feel good in general about the point you're at, it's going to be easy for you to see social media, people around you that may seem like they're living a better life, and it's going to make you want to jump on it, speed things up, approach things the wrong way, and it will only lead to bad things, man. Because you will lose your way, you will lose your money, and you will lose some happiness. So don't go broke trying to keep up with everybody else, man. You got a plan, you got your goals, and yes, it may take longer, and yes, it may be harder, but you have that plan, and you have to get it done. And there will be sacrifices that you will have to make that others may not. And yeah, it sucks, but if you gotta achieve what you gotta achieve, then you gotta do what you gotta do. And it may mean that for the meantime, you don't get to indulge in some of the things you like to indulge in. But that's okay, because this is bigger than that. Those goals you have, those ambitions, are bigger than those small things that you're sacrificing right now, man. And that doesn't mean you gotta cut it off cold turkey. If you do, you might speed things up a little bit. But man, if you freaking want to indulge in it a little bit from time to time, but you gotta really be careful. And you gotta make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, and not just doing it out of that feeling you get when you see and start comparing yourself to others. But if you are just genuinely like, you know what, let me just get this real quick, then go ahead and enjoy that, man. But don't overextend yourself by being like, okay, now let me get like a couple more, and then you lose that money or you go into debt. That's what I'm telling you not to do. That's what I'm telling myself not to do. But I'm telling you, if you're not feeling your best, or you're not in the best position right now, it'll be easier for you to look around and start comparing yourself, and start feeling left out, start feeling like you may want to be better, or show people like, yeah, I'm actually not doing as bad as y'all think I am, or this or that. But you got to just stop thinking that way, man, because that will only lead you down the wrong path. Stay down till you come up. Remember that plan, and remember those ambitions, those goals you set for yourself. And if you haven't made a plan for it, you have to, because then you won't be able to stick to it. And if you have no plan, it'll be easier for you to veer off course. So come up with that plan, and if you do have that plan and you've been had that plan, get back to the drawing board and focus up and grind it out, because you have that plan, and you know the sacrifices you have to make. You know the things you can and can't do in the moment. And yeah, it may suck, and yeah, others may not have to do the same thing that you have to do. But this is your goals. These are your goals, I should say. And this is your path. So stop worrying about the traffic around you, man. Get that tunnel vision. Stay focused. But also, let me just throw this out there, man. From time to time, enjoy some. Really do. It helps a lot, especially when you're really on that grind. But if you're overextending yourself, take that step back, get back to the drawing board, figure out a way to learn, grow, deal with those things. But don't go broke trying to keep up with everybody else, man. Take care.